Good morning, people. Let's get started on the 20th Nakshatra of Purva Ashadha. And we are in this lecture series discovering or exploring possible connections between the animal symbol and the bird symbol. Coffee is just kicking in. So this falls, just to recap, Purva Ashadha is a Venus-ruled Nakshatra. All Venus-ruled Nakshatras have a theme underlying it, starting from Bharani, going into Purva Falguni and going into Purva Ashadha, last one. And these fall in the fire sign, so all have a very fiery energy to it. They have to be extremely focused, learn to be extremely focused to get whatever the nakshatra driving lesson is into focus in their lives. They have lots of relationship issues, Venus, starting from Bharani, going into Purva Falguni, now terminating in Purva Ashadha. This one is in the fiery sign of Sagittarius, the last one. So the bird representation here is a Francolin and the animal is a monkey. Now let's see how this would tie into the life lesson of Purva Ashadha, which is what? Emotional enthusiasm is needed to build teams for victory. Purva Ashadha is the beginning of what we finished in Mula Nakshatra. In Mula Nakshatra, we finished telling lies. We stopped telling lies in order to bring the truth to the forefront. Remember the previous one to this. Now we need to bring people together to build a team in order to accomplish something which will be in Ashada. Right? This is the beginning of forming teams. What do you need to form a good team in any workplace? Emotional enthusiasm, encouragement, motivation. Right? Even these people can make good motivational speakers, for example. Bringing people together. How does Francolin symbol help here? First, let's see the instinct. They are ground-dwelling and foraging birds, ground-dwelling birds with an instinctual preference for foraging for seeds, insects, and plant matter. So they are omnivorous. Yes. And they are ground-dwelling, right? Ground-dwelling omnivorous. They feed on matter on the forest floor. Social behavior, they are often seen in small family groups, displaying social behavior and seeking protection from predators. This is natural to all animals and birds. Camouflage and ground nesting. What this tells me is Purva Ashadha needs more grounding. Okay, there's the symbol right away there. Vocalization and calls. Francolins are known for their distinctive calls and vocalizations which they use for communication, especially during mating and signal to others for the presence of predators. All birds and animals do this. Short distance flying skills. Of course, they are ground-dwelling, like the chickens, for example, but they can fly or take off short distances when needed to evade threats. Monkeys, on the other hand, are arboreal and terrestrial behavior, means they can reside on trees as well as on the ground. So both the animal and the bird in Purva Ashadha represent of dual nature of dwelling, you might say. It's a dual sign. Omnivorous diet, both have omnivorous diets. They eat both insects and as well as fruits, plants, leaves. So they are both vegetarian and non-vegetarian. Social behavior, monkeys are highly social, often living in groups with complex social hierarchies. All mammals do. Monkey is such. And the same monkey, by the way, appears in Shravana Nakshatra also. The tool, use, and problem solving. Monkey species, some of them, exhibit remarkable instincts for use of tools. For example, in problem-solving skills, communication through vocalization and body language. Monkeys are very restless creatures. If you noticed, their eyes are darting from one thing to another all the time. And they also live near human dwellings for most part, other than if you go to Amazon jungles or African jungles, for example. So that's the instinct, normal animal instinct kind of thing. Now let's see the totems and what symbol it can mean, and last we will finish up with the instinct houses. So the totems, ground first, Francolin. Okay, it's a funny bird. I haven't seen this. I'm not sure if you have. Groundedness and earth connection. Francolins are ground-dwelling birds, symbolizing the importance of being grounded. So important for Purva Ashadha. There's too much fire in Purva Ashadha. So they need to be grounded, connected to earth, appreciating the natural world. Family and community. They are social birds, live in groups. This represents the importance of, see here, family, unity, importance of community support, emotional enthusiasm to build teams for victory. The idea or the drive of this nakshatra is to bring people together first. Make a fresh start, right? So that's the drive of Purva Ashadha. Resilience and adaptability. Francolins adapt to various environments, symbolizing adaptability and resilience in the face of challenges. Change and challenges. Look, in Mula Nakshatra, we finished telling lies. We came to the truth. Now in Purva Ashadha, we begin the fresh start, a fresh journey. Okay? These are the two halves of Sagittarius. So we need to have some resilience to make changes and face the challenges. Bringing people isn't an easy thing. Each one is running around with their own headless versions of Rahu and Ketu. So to bring people is quite a challenge. Fertility and growth. Francolins are associated with fertility and growth, emphasizing potential for personal and spiritual growth. Voice and communications. Francolins have distinct voice calls and vocalization. Their totem symbolizes the value of effective communication, self-expression, and exchange of ideas. All of this is pretty corporate world type mantra, isn't it? Effective communication, self-expression, exchange of ideas. This builds teams, folks. Teamwork 101, Purva Ashadha. If you want to build teams in your organization, select a birth chart of a person who has dominant Purva Ashadha, for example. Forget the CVs. Monkeys, on the other hand, are playful and fun. Monkeys are often seen as a symbol of playfulness and importance of enjoying life's moments with a sense of fun and lightheartedness. Monkeys are very light-hearted creatures. Adaptability and creativity. They are highly creative mammals. Their totem emphasizes adaptability and ability to find creative solutions. Again, to bring emotional enthusiasm into teams in order to be victorious as a team. That is, bringing people together, which is the goal of this nakshatra. It is asking you to do this. You need some sense of finding creative solutions. That's what monkeys are asking you to do. Social bonds and community. Monkeys are highly social animals and live in large groups. You might have seen them. Their totem represents the value of social bonds, cooperation, importance of working together in a community. See, all of them are tying into the Purva Ashadha life lesson. Trickster and wisdom. In some cultures, monkeys are seen as tricksters. They trick you into grabbing their food, for example. And symbols of wisdom. Their totem represents a balance between playfulness and wisdom. So not only should you have intelligence, you want to be little playful also. If you're a very high-nosed, very tight upper lip kind of a person, you're not going to be good at bringing people together, period. I don't care what degrees you have. Agility and adaptability. Monkeys are agile and can adapt to different environments. Their totem may symbolize the need to be flexible and adaptable in life. Now let's see the instinct part of it, where it plays out, the first, fourth, fifth, and eighth and 12th house. So the instinct houses, as I have discussed in the previous ones, also previous nakshatras, are what I would dominantly call instinct house number 1, 4. House number 1 is ascendant, your body, your mind, the way you think, your personality overall. 4th is associated with the heart center, your home, your family, your heart chakra, your homeland, local community, your presence in local community wherever you are. 5th house is associated with the navel chakra, the belly, the creative intelligence, self-expression, courtship behaviors, education, learning, and intellectual bent of mind, and your attitude towards children as well. 8th house is associated with root chakra, sexual center, sense of sexual instinct, innate security, your sense of innate security. How secure are you as a person, irrespective of what you have in the bank account, by the way. Handling changes of life, hidden truths, as well as the intensity and instincts regarding copulatory experiences. How do you copulate and what does it necessarily mean to you? That's 8th house. 12th house is associated with subconscious mind, your dream time, the hidden things which is away from the world. Okay, it's a dream time. It's hidden desires. It's exploration of psychic and spiritual realms, something unseen, basically. So, wherever Purva Ashadha appears in 1, 4, 5, 8 and 12, which is essentially Sagittarius ascendant, a Virgo ascendant, because if 9 appears here, 8, 7, 6, 6 becomes the ascendant, which is Virgo. I'm just doing the recap so you take this material, yeah? If 9 has to appear in the 5th house, Sagittarius, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, Leo ascendants. If 9 has to appear here in the 8th house, it has to be 8, that means Taurus. 8 has to appear here, opposite is Taurus. And then Capricorn ascendant, because 10th house here, 9th house here. So instinct plays out in these houses, yes? Now, coming back to Purva Ashadha, emotional enthusiasm is needed to build teams for victory. If you are a Sagittarius ascendant with planets and points here, this will be your lifelong challenge. You're looking to do this all the time. Ascendant is very powerful. Ascendant Nakshatra is very powerful. This is the reason why I'm bringing you all this stuff about Nakshatras. If it is falling under 4, basically if you're a Virgo ascendant, Virgo is of course wanting to work all the time. Its challenges is daily work. But now in 4th house, it is all centric about emotion. Now, the theme of Uttarashadha or Purvashadha being emotional enthusiasm, 4th house becomes very important. So basically for Virgo ascendants, you need, if there is more planets, especially moon and other things at Purva Ashadha, you need to concentrate on your emotional body, emotional skills, so to speak. If it falls in the 5th house, basically for Leo ascendants, you need to get educated about how to build teams. See there how I'm linking it, because 5th house is education. Just don't think your charisma, Mr. Leo Ascendant, Mr. or Miss Leo Ascendant, is going to get you anywhere to build teams. Okay? For a Taurus Ascendant, it falls in the 8th house. You need to see how you can transform your connection to the team. You need to form transformational teams for victory, however you translate that. For the Capricorn ascendant, you got to explore the psychic, spiritual side of things. There is a domination of planets here in Purva Ashadha, which means you're highly connected to the spiritual side. I have seen even 5th and 12th house Purva Ashadha people get a lot of gurus or god figures in their dreams. Purva Ashadha is very known for this. So you need to connect with that side of things. Then you can bring this life lesson to fruition. In the next one, we will do Uttara Ashada, the one who carries the victory forward. Sense of accomplishment starts from Purva Ashada and ends in Uttara Ashada, going into Capricorn. Saturn. We'll talk about that next. Meanwhile, take care. Be safe.